Very fine piece of journalism. Oh, hi. I'm legendary anchorman Ron Burgundy. You may know me from my legendary newscasts or just my stunning looks and my appearance in People magazine's Top 40 Attractive Men in 2008. But I'm here to talk about something serious today. Marijuana. It's illegal and destroying this country. Marijuana and communism actually share 4 letters in common. Coincidence? I don't think so. Marijuana's illegal, but my good friend Scotch and alcohol, they're not. Let's compare the effects of the two.
27! Drive a vehicle!
Now that was just some good old-fashioned American fun. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Getting behind the wheel of a Bronco after a couple glasses of scotch, having a good old time. But stoners around America just aren't getting this point. They have to go further by smoking marijuana. Let's take a look at Look at him sitting there, all rowdy and destructive. Jesus Christ. That makes me sick. Honestly, that is bush. That is... I'm sorry. Don't worry too much, though. You're already helping and you just don't even know it. Hundreds of thousands of millions, in fact, of tax dollars go to authorities like the DEA that are cracking down on these godforsaken marijuana smokers in America. Is it taking away some money from funding other things like schools? Maybe. But what's more important? Your children's education or a marijuana-free country? That's what I thought. They could learn somewhere else. Oh, what's that, boy? You smell marijuana. Oh, looky here. Come on, take it out. What's this? It's a marijuana cigarette. Yep, this is gonna cost you. You know, marijuana is actually illegal in the state of California. You can't be smoking it in public. Now that's what I call good police work. When we start smoking marijuana, it just gets bad for everyone. It's an illegal drug. Alright? I gotta do my job and arrest you. Oh! This guy smoking an illegal cigarette. I just gotta do my job and arrest them. Now, as a treat to the viewers, I've scheduled an interview with a marijuana activist, just to show you how right I really am. Welcome to the show. Thanks for having me on, Ron. Well, the idea is this. The money off the sale of marijuana is going into the pockets of illegal drug dealers, drug cartels, and gangs. Now, if marijuana is legalized, it could be turned into an industry similar to ones the alcohol industry and the tobacco industry. Now, if you could think of how many jobs are held in companies like Coors, Smirnoff Vodka, and Camel, that can create a massive influx of jobs in a new market in America. That's something this country needs right now, is jobs. You could take the money out of the pockets of criminals and put it into the pockets of hardworking Americans, and that's what we're trying to do, and that's what this country needs to do. Boring. What motivation does the government have to make any changes at all? Well, Ron, the state government can impose what you call a sin tax. Sin tax is already on tobacco products today and can be imposed on marijuana products, which can create massive tax revenue for a state government. You can lower taxes in other areas, and that puts more money back in the pockets of Americans. Well, if you want to legalize marijuana, why not legalize any other type of drug? Well, when it comes down to it, Ron, marijuana really isn't as dangerous as drugs such as cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin. It's a lot less addictive, and it's a lot less damaging on your body. Also, if marijuana is legalized, it can be made safer. FDA can regulate THC levels. You'll have labels on it controlling strengths. You'll know exactly what you're getting into, which would be safer than today. If you buy marijuana today, you don't know where it came from. It could have came out of Mexico. It could be laced with something, and that's potentially dangerous. If legalized, that could be eliminated. And a lot of people, you can ask people who've smoked marijuana and drink alcohol. They don't think it should be a drug. The effects aren't as intense as a lot of other drugs on the market. You sound like you're just bashing alcohol. I love scotch. You know, it may sound like we're bashing tobacco and alcohol, but really, We look at how many DUI cases and deaths there's been linked to alcohol, and then look at that compared to marijuana DUIs. It's a lot less. Granted, a lot more people drink alcohol than smoke marijuana. Also, we look at, there has been 0 cases where people die with a direct effect from marijuana, unlike alcohol, where thousands upon thousands of deaths have been linked to over-intoxication on alcohol. Also, let's bring up tobacco, which is the #1 killer. Tobacco is a lot worse for your body than marijuana is, yet it continues to be legal. We're just drawing comparisons. Alcohol and tobacco are legal, and marijuana is not, yet marijuana has a much better track record. Again, we're not advocating the illegalization or prohibition of alcohol and tobacco. We think people should be able to consume what they want to consume as long as it is not extremely addictive and extremely harmful to your body. I've heard that medical marijuana is being used around the state. I mean, what kind of baloney is that? Marijuana is being used medicinally in a few states already, and that should not be overlooked. Marijuana can be used medicinally, and there's factual evidence to support it. It can help soften effects to diseases such as Parkinson's, and this needs to be addressed. That is grade A malarkey. That is a lie. It's not a lie. When in Rome. The movement towards the legalization of marijuana is growing by the day, and it is inevitable that one day marijuana will be legal. Laws in place to stop marijuana use are not effective, and they're not right. Unfortunately, the federal government isn't taking this issue seriously, but we the people need to stand up and show that this issue is legitimate and needs to be changed.
On a more serious note to change government, we need to band together.
Join an interest group like
SSDP. Normal. Or the Marijuana Reform Project.
Register to vote.
get involved.
Together we can make a difference.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came.